One more game, let's do this. I'm mentally ready. Starting with the big boys, I love Cappy. He may not be as versatile as Flood, but we get a pretty interesting background in the form of the Cap Kingdom, and this can be even used as a method of co-op play. I think an S tier here is fair. Tiara, there's no pun, 0 to 10. Awful, D tier. I'm putting the Bonetter as a whole in B tier. Frogs. They're frogs. They are frogs. Uncle Amiibo. I know, it's a little thing, but it talks. I'm not a big fan of the Amiibo stuff. There's really not a lot of cool functionality with Amiibo in this game, so I'll give it a C tier. Talkatoo. His hints suck, they never help me, and I always ended up using Google F tier. Toasterinans. I love the world they inhabit, so congrats, you made me have fun. S tier. A sheep with a sombrero. S tier, duh. Another capturable enemy is the Moai. Pink sunglasses, really? C. Sphinx makes me feel like I'm back in school. D tier. How does it feel now, teacher?
I'm not projecting at all.
Jaxus, I like the pun, and it's more creative than your average move from point A to point B mechanic. A tier. I'm sure Glydon and his mechanics are one of those things you just gotta get good at, gamers, but I never got a feel for his controls and they made me mad. F tier. Goombette, a girl Goomba, and I put the first Goomba in A, so we're all about quality here, so A as well. Lock Lady, sure, why not? A tier. Steam Gardener. You know, I like most robots in the franchise, but I'm just not feeling these ones. I like the world they inhabit though, so B. New Donkers. I think I'm fine with these guys. I wasn't too big on the concept when they were introduced. I was kind of hoping the humans would be a bunch of Marios walking around. If you treat them as their own distinct species and don't think about how the Super Show messes up this continuity, I can rationalize a B tier. The Guitarist. Is there even a guitar in this song they're playing? D tier. Bassists are way too underrated. A. The drummer, I like his drum set design. B tier. The trumpeter, I like his trumpet licks in the song. S tier. Javarians, you know, they just copied the Goron NPCs from Majora's Mask, but made it not unplayable. A. Javarian Elder. B tier. Bubble They're snails in a water world. C tier. Coach. F tier. The volleyball minigame is sheer trash. Nintendog. You know, it's a puppy, so S tier. Volbonnet. I love the concept of these little guys. Little forks you can fling off of. They fit in so well with the universe, and I do like the Luncheon Kingdom as a whole. So S tier. Poochie. Again, puppy. S tier. We have the Astrolancier, which are aliens in Mario. Now, this is super cool. Where was this in Galaxy? A tier. Bite Frost are pretty smart enemies design-wise. They can chomp you up if you're not careful, but can also just be used as a platform. A tier. Burbo. They aren't threatening at all and just get demolished by your Cappy. C tier. Chinsho. I'm mad because they're not dry bones. C tier. I really love the Gunshins mechanics if you grab one. They're genuinely pretty fun, despite having some annoying bosses that you have to use them with. Kamboo. It's a walking seaweed. D. Listen, man, you don't with a Magmoto, a tomato, and I don't want them killing me in my sleep, so I'm giving an A tier. Moonsnake. I like this enemy because it reminds me of something you'd see in Pikmin. A. Okay, this enemy, I know it's weird that this is the first appearance in the series, but Poison Piranha Plant. A. Pokio, another capturable enemy and a super fun mechanic, so I'll give an S tier here. Sherm, a tank with a goddamn top hat. I mean, I'm no prude, I'm giving that an S. Snow Cheep Cheep, a purple Cheep Cheep, great. I'm not sure what's so snowy about them. D tier. I like how the Stairface Ogres are basically just more decked out thwomps. A tier. Who remembers playing Mario Odyssey and being blown away by the first time they captured the T-Rex? For that sheer joy it personally brought me and millions of others, I think an S tier is fair. Tropical Wiggler. Can someone explain to me how that's tropical? B. Uproot. Boring capture mechanic. D tier. Urban Stingby. I don't know what's so urban about it. It's just a fly. C tier. Yofu. A robot hat, and for any other game I wouldn't like them, but since this is the whole theme of the game, fine. B. As for the bosses, this game introduces us to the Brutals. Well, hopefully I'm not too brutal here. Topper. A fine early game boss, teaches you the capping mechanics pretty fairly. B. Harriet. A rabbit that throws bombs. Not cool. D tier. Spewer. He spews poison. Funny name, but whatever fight. C. Rango. Lanky ass rabbit with hair. I don't know, whatever, it's fine. B. Madam Brood. For early game, it's a somewhat confusing boss, at least for your first go around, but teaches the mechanics I think pretty decently regardless, so I'll give a B. I love how the Knucklo tech is basically supposed to be a callback to Mario 64, and a good reminder of how far this series has come graphically, and also a reminder of how long this video has been going on, my god. Torque Drift. Seriously, what the hell is this supposed to be? Is it just so bizarre? C. Mecha Wiggler. This is so cool, like a futuristic Terminator type of Mario enemy. S tier. Mollusk Lancier. This fight pissed me off to no avail. I sucked at it and it genuinely made me mad. I'm giving this one a D, although I know that's pretty biased. Kukateel. What a goofy ass looking bird. D. The Rune Dragon doesn't even seem like a Mario character. Like, this is so much of a flex from Nintendo that you could argue this is PS3 graphics. They did it. A tier. And finally, Robo Brood. This boss is probably the best out of all the brutal stuff, although it can be actually a bit difficult. I'll give it a B tier.